Viewers, there is a big breaking update from the United Kingdom's Defense Ministry, which claims that the Russian advance has been stalled largely on all sides by the Ukrainian military. The UK Defense Ministry says that the Russian forces have made minimal progress on all three fronts, that's land, air and sea, in recent days, and that the vast majority of Ukrainian territory remains in Ukrainian hands. I'm going to go across to Crispino now. Crispino, the United Kingdom's Defense Ministry saying that Russia has not made any progress and has not taken over any cities and has been totally stalled by the Ukrainian defenders. What do you make of it?
Ankit, if we look at the larger picture, there has been an information war on both sides, the Russian side as well as the Ukrainian side. Here we're looking at the United Kingdom stepping in and saying that much of Ukraine is still under the control of the Ukrainian forces. They go on to say that the Russian invasion of Ukraine has largely stalled on all fronts, which means when they say that Russian forces have made minimal progress on land, sea and air in the recent days, and they continue to suffer many losses, including several casualties, and the resistance by the Ukrainian forces is very strong at this point of time, and it's not going to be easy for Russia to take over the cities which is still remaining in the hands of Ukraine. But we're looking at a larger picture here. It's not just an information war. We're looking at the UK intelligence sources saying that contrary to the claims made by Russia, it's still under the control of the Ukrainian forces, who have been able to put the Russians on the back burner.
Absolutely. Crispino there making sense of the United Kingdom's claim that Ukraine has held off the Russian advance so far. Crispino will get us more updates as well. Viewers, what we've seen over the last few weeks is the influx of almost 3 million refugees out of Ukraine into its neighboring countries. One country that has taken in a number of refugees is Poland, and from Warsaw, which is Poland's capital, Shivani Sharma has been reporting for Republic. Let's take a look at the refugee situation in Poland.
As the war continues, it is the 22nd day when the Russian offensive is continuing, and especially in the city of Kharkiv, we are seeing the visuals of how Russian forces are now attacking even the residential buildings. And remember, there was a report in which it was said that in Mariupol also there was a theater in which people were taking shelter, and that was also bombed by Russian forces. So now each day new attacks are coming in and are being reported about from Ukraine, and there is no stopping, it seems, for the Russian forces. And on the other hand, we are seeing a continuous influx of refugees in Poland, in Slovakia, in Hungary, in Romania and other Western European Union nations. So on the one hand, people are just not feeling safe even in the western part of Ukraine now, because so far Lviv was considered to be a safe city in Ukraine, but there also we've seen that close to the Poland border there was an attack by the Russian forces in which 35 people had lost their lives, Crispino. So now these attacks are continuing in Kharkiv, especially we see the devastating pictures of the buildings catching fire in which even people were taking shelter. So that is the kind of offensive that continues on the 22nd day. And President Zelensky and his executive council have also called for leaders from Georgia, the president of Georgia, to come to Kyiv and negotiate and help Ukraine in the time of crisis. So President Zelensky is not only holding the battle, but he is also calling for diplomatic channels to come and intervene and find a solution to this war in which millions of people are getting impacted. 2 million people have already been displaced, and every second one child is losing home. So that is the kind of devastation that's taking place.